Now, Nicki Minaj became a household name after she joined Young Money and became label mates with Drake, Lil Wayne, and Tyga, amongst others. In 2010, she released her highly successful debut album Pink Friday, and she has since become one of the most successful female artists of all time. Fast forward to 2017, and it seems like Nicki Minaj does not have the same impact on music that she once had. So I'm going to discuss the reasons why Nicki Minaj has fallen off. So I've been following Nicki's career since she initially joined Young Money, and at the time I was quite impressed with Nicki as a rapper. Nicki used to be hungry, and this hunger came across on most of her records, like Kanye's infamous Monster record, where she arguably had the best verse amongst heavyweights like Jay-Z, Kanye, and Rick Ross.
Nicki Minaj earned my respect as a lyricist. Before that day, she was a great entertainer. But for me, with my own two eyes, to get in the studio and see her write her verse, that when I heard and watched her lay it, I knew that was going to be one of the greatest verses of this year, as well as Kanye. He said it right then.
And a month after this song was released, Pink Friday got dropped, and it cemented Nicki Minaj as a global superstar. However, even though this album went on to sell millions of copies, it was still missing one thing that we initially came to love about Nicki: her hardcore raps. Before Pink Friday dropped, a lot of us thought that Nicki Minaj was heading towards the Lil' Kim Raw Digga lane. However, after the album dropped, we all became increasingly aware of the fact that Nicki had intentions of becoming a pop superstar instead. Now, in the words of Lord Jamar,
and probably the best female diss record I've ever heard. Ever. Like, I can't remember girls beefing with each other and like a girl having a diss track that was that thorough.
And that's true. We've heard female diss records before, but none of them come close to the brutality that Remy Ma displayed with Sheether. Remy wasted no bars on the record, and in 7 minutes and 5 seconds, she put a dent in Nicki Minaj's near-lossless career. Now, in my opinion, Sheether almost had the same impact as when Kendrick dropped his Control verse, or when Drake's back-to-back record dropped. And for a minute, the rest of the world wondered how Nicki Minaj would come back from that track. Now, soon after that, Remy dropped his second less impactful diss record towards Nicki Minaj. And a few weeks later, Nicki responded with the lackluster No Frauds. And after that, it became glaringly evident that the winner of the rap beef was Remy Ma. Now, I bring all of this up to point out the fact that Nicki not responding with a proper diss track hurt her credibility as a rapper. And ever since that moment, the public views Nicki as nothing but a pop star. Now, if you paid attention to rap news between 2014 and 2015, you would have noticed that whenever Meek Mill's name was mentioned, he was taking an L. Meek took so many L's that his name, along with Tyga's, became synonymous with the letter L. And this trend didn't stop when Meek got with Nicki. In my opinion, getting with Nicki was a win for him at the time, but in the end, this high-profile relationship ended up hurting him as well as Nicki. When Back to Back dropped, Nicki became a victim of affiliation, and people wondered whether Drake's prediction about the relationship would come true.
I don't wanna hear about the sever again. Not even when she tell them that they better as friends.
And guess what? It did. Not only did Meek Mill and Nicki break up, but Meek was solely responsible for a couple of rumors that Remy used towards Nicki on the Sheether record. Now, one unwritten fact about hip-hop is it is a young man's game. Hip-hop artists are usually able to establish a profitable career and maintain it for approximately 1 to 5 years if they're lucky, and about 8 years if they're highly successful. But after that, the hip-hop community tries to find someone else to champion. Now, Nicki's first album dropped in 2010, and ever since then she has dominated the female rap category with ease and without any contenders until now. This year, Remy took home the Best Female Rapper trophy at the BET Awards. And at this very moment, we have a new up-and-coming female rapper that has the attention of the fans, Cardi B. Now, Cardi B is well known for her Bodak Yellow record, and at this moment, people are starting to wonder if she will be able to keep the momentum going. We recently got to hear Nicki go toe-to-toe with Cardi B on the Motorsport record, and the general consensus is Nicki destroyed Cardi B. However, some fans still believe that Nicki had an unfair advantage because her verse was longer. Now, one thing's for sure, if Cardi B comes back with another hit record and a solid debut album, she might one day take Nicki's spot the way Nicki took Lil' Kim's. Anyway guys, thanks for hanging out with your boy Brandon Cage. Do you guys feel like Nicki Minaj has fallen off? Or do you feel like she's still relevant in 2017? Feel free to leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Peace!